Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Technobabylon. When we left off last time, we got trapped in our futuristic apartment, we found an escape, was feeling pretty excited about that, and then everything blew up. I'm really hoping that the gal we were playing as did not die and managed to escape. Like, there was a guy watching, pretty sure his intent was to kill her, so I'm hoping maybe what happened is that he orchestrated us getting locked in the apartment with the intent of us being trapped there when the explosion went off, and maybe we managed to escape just before the explosion, and we'll be okay. We'll see. Right now we are with our two, I think these are like police officers? Let's see.
Hey, Lao.
Yeah?
So we've got Lao and we've got, I'm not sure what his name is. Well, let's chit-chat with her.
I've lost count of the number of times the Mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
Let's get him.
At least we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are mindjackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw.
Yeah, it's got way more
But it won't
resources.
tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Can a computer
Just
conceal
be glad
something?
we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
Interesting. So is he just your kind of standard, don't trust technology, kind of crusty old codger? Or is he legitimately having a reason to suspect Central? Does Central... there's a lot of interesting things implied by what he's saying. So does Central normally explain its own reasoning? And just because it came to a conclusion that people doesn't mean, like, he can't follow its conclusion, okay, but it's a computer. It doesn't have the same biases that we do, so isn't the point that it's going to put together, it's going to be working strictly from data, and so it's going to come to conclusions that we might not necessarily draw ourselves. Not that they're wrong conclusions, but that it'll notice patterns that we wouldn't, right? I'm not sure what his problem is. Interesting.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware, mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker.
Okay, so I mean, that's potentially our answer right there. Need to know, and he doesn't need to know. If there's secrets that need to be kept, then, yeah, he doesn't need to specifically know why this is going to be the place. Just trust that this is the place. Do your job.
Wetware, huh?
Yeah, specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines, when really they're just bits of proteins in macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks, just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah?
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing, that's my field. You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Huh?
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Yeah. I'm pretty much with her. I know we don't necessarily... You see all these cautionary tales about being too gung-ho with technology and relying too much on it, and good old human intuition is important too, but really, good old human intuition is often very flawed, so...
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
Or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
All right, then. Okay, just wondering if we have the ability to switch between characters. It does not appear. Oh, what have we got here? Jolt gun. An electroshock weapon with an output of between 2 and 8 million volts. This tool uses an ultraviolet laser to ionize a channel of air, allowing electrical charge to pass from the device to its target. Alrighty. While intended as a compliance tool rather than a lethal weapon, care must be taken in its use to prevent accidental fatalities. And then we also have Traveler. The cell-issued Traveler. Like the civilian models in many ways, capable of making calls and running apps, the specialized model carried by Cell possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. The Traveler's sonograph is picking up very little ambient activity in the building. Ooh, we can do stuff with it. Cool. Oh, well, let's take a look at the case file. Centralized Emergency Logistics. Let's see, category. Class 4 Information Larceny with composite harm to health of individual targets. Mindjacking. Case officers assigned. Ooh, Dr. C. Regis and Dr. M. Lao. So we're both doctors, eh? Outline. Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within Newton. Using a process of resonant modulation with subjects' neural wetware, the data contents of individual victims' brains are being destructively removed with fatal consequences to targets. Victims to date, 18 in Newton, and unknown global total. Identity of perpetrator, not known. Subject appears exceptionally skilled at infiltration and may have inside help from a larger sponsor. Action. Case specialists Regis and Lao are assigned to compile all available data on Mindjacker's activity, including investigation of latest targets, for analysis by Central. Alright. Oh, we can see what the news is for him. Holidays in orbit. Alright. Eurofed adopts metric time. Metric time? Continuing a long-standing process of standardization, the Parliament of the European Federation, EF, has today ratified the uptake of metric time across the 64-member union. The measure, signed into law by EF Prime Minister Jacqueline Santini at 6:52:80, which is 15:40 p.m., is planned to be rolled out over the course of the next 4 years. Under the scheme, a measure of the time of day is to be divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes. Oh, made up of 100 seconds. Santini, whose Federalist Party have been one of the keenest supporters of the new policy, greeted the change enthusiastically. Computing and commercial time measurement has long been carried out in a metric scale with atomic timing, and the division into 24 hours has itself merely been an arbitrary convention of history. While commonly referred to as metric time, the measurement of a day into periods of 10 should more accurately be known as decimal time. Internationally, the EF's policy has gained little traction, if not outright criticism, with some leaders condemning the changes as unnatural. The Oceania Cooperative's government was less emotive, issuing a statement that though the change was one demanded by the European voter, which we will respect as a democratic institution, they made clear that the OC has no plans to adopt any similar measures. Alright, what's going on in sports? Latest scores. Kabaddi, Newton 55. Okay, some kind of match in progress. Weather? Currently dry with light outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. Temperature, what have we got? 12 Celsius, yeah, which is 53 Fahrenheit. It's a little on the chilly side. UV index midday, 7 to 8. Use SPF 30 plus and wear protective clothing. Chishiki says, a day and a night for staying indoors. Okay. Yeah, well, that's pretty much everything here, I think. Although, actually, what else do we have here? So, open laser paper stone. What is it? Welcome to Paper Laser Stone, a modern take on the centuries-old classic. Ah, rock beats laser, laser beats rock. Wait, what? Laser beats paper. Or paper. Rock beats laser, paper, if I could read, beats rock. And then laser. Okay, yep. So it's just laser instead of scissors. You have limited ammunition, though, so think carefully. Yeah? Yep. Oh well. Okay. How long does it go? Until I'm out of ammunition? This isn't very exciting, but I want to go ahead up and use up all my ammunition and, I don't know, I just want to see what happens. I've not been paying attention if the AI is following any sort of pattern. I probably should be. Okay, looks like you've run out of rocks, lasers, and paper. You must wait 1,000 seconds before you can continue. Or if you want to play straight away, just go to the website and purchase some THE credits to continue. THE still, eh? THE Games, world leaders in free-to-play since 2055. Uh-huh. Okay, that's quite enough of that. What else we got? So we could call Central, and we can call Lao. How's it going, Lao?
Lao, you there?
Regis, right here.
Central, what's up?
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Okay.
Status report, Central.
All operations within centralized emergency logistics nominal. Anti-civil activity index within tolerance at .004. Weather forecast, dry. Highs of 12 Celsius. UV index of 8.
Less general. Updates on the case?
Data, Dr. Regis.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
You don't usually make predictions on high-level cases like this, Central. What's different about this one?
Limited progress was being made through conventional investigation. To expedite the investigation, I was tasked to provide more direct oversight.
Hey, are you saying we can't do our jobs right by ourselves?
You don't have to take it so personally.
Coordination AI, Dr. Regis, with responsibility for 9.4 million inhabitants. Slander of colleagues will produce no gains for the city.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A fact which, on occasion, I would hope you would pay more attention to.
Oh, Central doesn't like that you always badmouth her, huh?
What made you think the Mindjacker was going to strike here?
The professionalism of the attack suggests that these are not merely random targets. Though the reasoning behind the attacks remains vague, patterns form from previous incidents. The probability of tonight's attack was sufficient that it warranted investigation.
Obviously, you're using data gathered by myself and Dr. Lao. But since we haven't found a pattern in our work, I guess that you've got more sources than us.
Or she's just better able to see patterns.
However, that information remains classified.
Huh, what a surprise.
You remain skeptical, Dr. Regis?
It's not how I think of detective work, Central. I don't believe human behavior is something you can just map.
2 centuries of research in probabilistic sociology would disagree.
Yeah.
I see. What's your take on the case, Central?
An individual of unknown origin is prosecuting a global series of attacks. These involve the removal of data from the minds of victims. Invariably, the speed of the process has had a deleterious and fatal effect.
Yes, those are the facts. But what's your opinion on the matter?
Can she have an
All we have
opinion?
are facts, Dr. Regis. These must be analyzed in order to apprehend those responsible.
And that is why AIs would make lousy detectives.
Cell retains an investigative corps of specialists such as yourself, Dr. Regis. Your role is in no danger, you can be assured.
I never said I thought it was.
It's coming
You
across
may
like you
not
think
be
it is.
neurally linked, and I am unable to directly access your mental activity. A lot can be learned about an individual's thoughts by observation.
Yeah, so how about that? How about you just work with her, Regis? It seems like having this problem tackled from both sides, from your human intuition as well as strict analysis of data, is going to be more likely to catch the criminal. Both parts are important. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
What do we know about Animus Organics?
Biotech firm, manufacturer of computational wetware and other biomechanical products. First publicly traded stock in August 2044. Currently sitting board members include...
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. Why do we think the Mindjacker's going to strike here?
The projection has been based upon previous targets. Using a Markov German distribution map, outlying variables can be...
Statistics aren't really my thing, Central.
You would have been unsatisfied with... It's beyond your comprehension.
She's right.
I guess you're right. Regis out.
Alright, so what do we got to look around here?
I always make sure this is the car we take out.
Yeah?
They're all the same, Charlie.
No, they're not. This one's mine.
Though you don't give Central's predictions much credibility, you'd still better investigate. It'll make proving it wrong that much easier. Okay, so don't leave. I hope Central's right, because I think he's being kind of obnoxious about refusing. It's basically just a tool. It's a new tool to utilize. Stop being so resistant, Regis. An expensive-looking car sits on the road. If you were in a worse mood, you might be inclined to ticket it. Wow. While you technically have the authority to commandeer vehicles for cell business, Central would need a very good reason to override the car's systems. Yeah, not really a good idea. I was just clicking it to see what it would say. The elevator appears to be the only route to the higher floors. Security must be a concern here. What do they do if the power goes out, though? If there's no stairs as an alternative? Alright. The company's front desk. In a big firm like this, you'd expect it to be manned 24/7, but the staff have disappeared. Let's head in.
Hey, service!
Animus must be one of those places that doesn't keep staff working nights. Very strange.
Well, yeah, it's weird that there's nobody here, but we can still go inside. Well, to the elevator, I suppose. Oh, there's the controls. The controls for summoning the elevator. A key card slot sits below the panel. Oh, and we do not have a key card. That could be a problem.
Cell agents, we want to talk to someone.
Looks like we'll just have to help ourselves.
Okay, we need to look around and see if we can find a key card for the elevator. Not really seeing anything else to click on, though. Well, let's just go over to it, see what happens.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
Okay, so to do that... Well, let's attempt. Maybe Central can help us out.
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Regis out.
Nope.
Hey, Lao.
Yeah?
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Okay, so I just need to look around some myself. What have we got here? Just give it a jolt. Okay, yeah, that's probably what we came here for.
What the hell?
This man is the victim of a long drop, but from where and why? Was he mind-jacked?
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our Mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's a rather dramatic way to get a key card, but we've got it, so moving on.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized per-
Oh, I know. I just wanted you to go over there, and then we were going to use the card.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working.
So it's very specific as to which floor, huh? I thought it would give us access to everything. Alright. Still, this is good. Because, yeah, if that's where he fell off... Oh, that's where he fell. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Damn it all.
Yep. Central was right, and we missed the guy.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
Mm-hmm.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here. To the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Alright. And that means that we should be really fast, but I want to look at everything. So, let's do that. This terminal is still unlocked, apparently in use at the time of the attack. Was there anything useful there? Ooh. Okay, received from Roy Atwood, HR Management, July 9th. The roof. There's a time and place for the trance, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked, unless it's an emergency. FYI, trance cravings do not count as emergencies. Trance cravings, that's what was hitting up our gal. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. Okay, so the trance is a problematic thing. It draws some people in, and they will ignore their real life, the real world, in favor of trance. Very interesting. Alright, from Animus Customer Relations, also received on the 9th. Public statements. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exponential wetware growth, or gray goo, accidents is underway and will be released when completed. Alright. Oh, Central. Exposure conditions to Avery Gerbach. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates a propensity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. The Newton centralized government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset except where vital. Now this is interesting because I could see on one hand where some people would find such a thing invasive. Obviously the Central has information about his genetic background. But on the other hand, that's also kind of handy. And notice that, well, conditions tomorrow aren't going to be good for you, so maybe don't go outside if you don't have to. Kind of handy to long-term health. But is it going too far? Alright, from Salmon Club? I'm not really sure how to read that one. Congratulations from the 8th. Hey man, just wanted to say, congrats on the engagement. She's a really swell girl, and I know you guys are going to be so happy together. Catch you after work at the den? Aww. Bummer. Just got engaged and now he's dead. Oh, and I forgot to check to see. I don't think any of them had attachments, but nope, they don't. Alright, so he was just looking at his email. Refresh. Nothing new.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago.
The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor. Didn't want any witnesses.
So he just
He
hucked
probably
him out a
didn't want to
window.
send him out the window either.
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Yeah, what does
Have
HR
Central
know?
run his data. See if it can flag anything.
What do we got here in the charts? You have no idea whether these charts mean the company's doing well or going bust. Amongst all the economics and business speak, the only word you recognize is wetware. Touch
That'd
it.
be a waste.
Okay, so there's a door over here and a keypad. We probably want to go that way. But what else have we got? The terminals are in standby mode, awaiting their user's return in the morning. So we're not going to be able to access them, I wouldn't think. Oh, telephone. Oh, we got all kinds of people we can call. Alright. Dorset Arctis.
Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, wrong number.
What time is it? The desk's phone projection shows unanswered messages. Okay, well, let's look at them. I'm also gonna call everybody. I know that's a really obnoxious thing to do to these poor people that are sleeping, but...
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
Okay.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
Okay. So, I don't want to freak him out, but I just need to ask a couple of questions in the middle of the night. There's some trouble at your office.
We're investigating a serious incident in your workplace. I need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, Nuke, what happened?
Well,
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there. That's why we've got the lock in the first place.
yeah, but... Well, I'm like a police officer here, and I'm giving you an order, so you're not going to be in trouble for this.
You have nothing to worry about. You're perfectly safe. We just need your help. I'm transmitting my credentials to your terminal.
So you're really a cell agent?
Yep,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
I don't want to say anything until I got a lawyer. It's just, you know, I gotta think of my own safety as well.
Damn.
Bummer. Alright, what else we got?
Ja, det är Claes München som talar.
Sorry. Wrong number.
Alright. Diner Yorona?
Why are you calling me right now? I'm at work. I told you we'd talk about this later.
Talk about what?
Sorry. Wrong number.
Hello, it's Pat. If you want to give me money, I'm busy. If you want to borrow money, go away. And if you don't want to talk about money, don't ever call me again. Jeez.
Hello? Is this David? Listen, man. I know I have some explaining to do.
Sorry. Wrong number.
Let him explain. Oh, come on. We're trying to peek into other people's lives here, Regis. News?
Hello, this is Philippe. I am away on assignment at the moment for 1 month. If you wish to leave me a message, you can do so after the beep. Or if you have a story, please contact the news desk directly.
Alright, who else we got on here? That's all of them? That's all of them. Come on, Roy. Be a pal. Help me out. Oh, he's not gonna answer now. Caller blocked? Fine. Alright, what else we got? Plaque identifying ownership of the office. Roy Atwood, HR Operations Manager. This must be who's in charge of this floor. And nothing over here. Apparently the owner of this cubicle has gone home already. Alright. So maybe there's something we can... I'm assuming we need the code. I could try to just go over here, but... Alright, we'll try it, but I don't think it's going to work. I think we're going to need his code.
Locked.
That keypad's probably got something to do with it.
Probably. So let's look at the terminal again. Okay, so management says to keep the roof access locked unless it's an emergency. And that's where I messed up. I needed to say that it was an emergency. Well... Oh. I wanted to send him a message and say, it's an emergency. Help. Well, maybe... Darn. I didn't want to panic him, but I should have. Or I can... No, this was... I don't think this is going to do here. No, it's a code that I
Takes
need.
a com-
Yeah, not the card. Well, Central?
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Alright, so
Much as I hate to say it, it looks like you were right, Central. We've got a mindjacking victim in the offices.
Avery Gerbach, 32, Regional HR Supervisor.
That's
yep,
correct.
that's the guy.
As expected, attack patterns are matching probability mapping.
It doesn't look like the mindjacker's gotten far. There's only one other way out besides the elevator.
Please continue your investigation. Swift resolution of this case will greatly enhance civic welfare.
Central, we have a bystander casualty. Doesn't appear to have been mindjacked, so it may be unrelated. Still,
Awfully
A most
coincidental if
troubling
it
turn of
is.
events.
that's an
If it isn't
understatement.
related, that is.
This is, after all, an unexpected variable.
An unexpected... A man is dead, Central.
And as a result, probability projections have become less stable. Proceed with caution, Dr. Regis.
Regis out.
He's so upset. She's a computer, Regis. What do you expect? She works in terms of data and probabilities. Okay, so let's try. No function. How do we... I want to call someone else. So I can't just call someone if I want to call someone? Bummer. Okay. Well, I don't think we want to go back here. Yeah, since you just came up yourselves, you can be sure that the mindjacker hasn't escaped via the elevator. Phone again. Come on. No. Alright, what's this say?
I don't think so.
No, take a look at it. We gotta find a way to guess the code, perhaps. Let's see. Come on, I wanna scoot over here. I wanna look at this locked terminal. No? There. No, no good. Okay, maybe something in his terminal here that I'm missing. Okay, so from Roy. Nothing really here. What else have we got? That's not gonna be it. No.
This keypad must be to stop people getting up on the roof.
It's old-fashioned, but effective. Kind of like you.
Hey,
Take a look at it. Are there any clues? No, not really. Well... Anything else on this guy?
his ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If
I need
the
something
Mindjacker's
numerical.
in corporate espionage, it's a pretty
Have Central run his data.
Okay, you already said that.
The attack was recent.
The mindjacker didn't want any...
He probably didn't mean...
Okay, okay. What am I missing here? Wow, you got any
Wow.
ideas?
Yeah? Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the Mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him.
Maybe it's something about his genetic background.
That body on the sidewalk.
That would have been a long fall. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Came across the Mindjacker in the middle of what he was doing.
Paid for it heavily, too. This door is really starting to get on my nerves. Lao,
Don't worry, I think I get where you're coming from.
What, she knows what to do?
And who says brute force
Oh.
never solves anything?
Not me, that's for sure.
I didn't expect her to just solve it for me. I could have done that. Now I feel very silly.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
Oh. Yep, that same guy.
The Mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents!
Why didn't you shoot him before he could draw his weapon? Come on, you two. Well, I mean, ideally, they probably want to take him alive to figure out who he's working for, why he's doing this. Well, you're under arrest.
You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's not forget, shooting at cell agents.
Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try.
Well, I think it's something you technically have to say, right?
Cell doesn't appreciate people shooting at its agents.
If you cut it out, maybe we'll put in a good word for you.
The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
Oh, there he goes.
What?
He's gonna be just fine, though. I have a feeling. Oh! Well, I didn't expect he'd have a rocket pack, but... Oh, wow. Well,
He had lifting gear.
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central. Our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Bell Corp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
do we have the capability to try and stop them by air? I mean, not necessarily Regis and Lao here, but does Central have the ability?
Lao, Max,
Is she okay? Okay.
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lao was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time.
Well, it was there. We saw
No
it.
communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
But not impossible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
Yeah. The screens run through all of the available data pertaining to the Mindjacker. You've already got the preferences set up how you like them. Okay, so we don't get to mess around with them further. What else we got here? Our terminal. We could chit-chat with Lao. Wait, shoot. If something needs to be destroyed for confidentiality reasons, this is where it goes. Anything in here is gone forever, after thorough scrutiny by Central, no doubt. Careful, if you put your arm in there, you'd lose it. Got some cables. A number of cables run directly into the building's electrical and data flow systems from Lao's desk. Apparently her customized wetware gear sometimes requires tremendous resources, and she doesn't care how many of the building's technicians complain about her pulling floors open. Oh yeah, she's got them plugged in over here, too. Touch
Trying
it.
to
Don't.
tidy Lao's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says. Like it was something from the art of war.
Alright, well, let's take a look here and see if we got anything new in the Traveler, just for fun. News? Nope, it's the same. Oh, I didn't mean to close the whole thing, just that part of it. Okay. Actually, I am done here. Lao?
Hey, Lao.
Yeah?
No, I don't
Let
want to
me
know.
know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
I want to try and figure things out myself. Let's check out our terminal.
I spend as little time as I can working on there. That's how I get results.
Such hatred of technology. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, who we got here? Viksha and Charlie. Well, who are they? Alright, and this is the same thing we saw before here. Nancy teaches typing, huh? Alright, what else we got? Okay, so this is just our case file again. Oh yeah, Dr. is, when it showed his name, C, so he is Charlie, isn't he? So, Viksha, she's someone clearly important to him. Is she still around? Alright, from Null. Your legacy. It's very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. Well, that's fascinating. We'll check that out in a minute after we look at everything else. Dr. V. Santiago. Howdy! Now, look at this one. July 9th, normal date. What is going on here? Hey, Charlie, why you hogging Lao so much? The rest of us need a wire head on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. What have we got here? Huh? Why, hey? I'm not quite sure what he's saying there. But seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. BFR Surgical. Functional wetware. Dr. Regis, as per our discussion at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neuroconnective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-WW systems is phased out. VFR Medical Support. So he is resisting the change as hard as he can. Fulcrum Admin. Fixed costs. Charles Regis. Your monthly payment of Q8100 for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas Centralized Administration. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. From Central. Continued vandalism. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behavior, I believe it likely to be by your own hand. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff. What a troublemaker he is. Let's see. Gil Vanderwall. No, no, no. Dr. Regis, apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. He upset somebody. Dr. Petrol Weissmall. Hi, Charlie. I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? Oh, what happened to his wife? Alright, well, let's check this attachment out. You download the data package to your traveler. You're unsure who this might be. An informant, perhaps? As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they've requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. Well, let's go to our traveler then. What is this? Oh, we can call people. That's handy. Okay. To the traveler. Or...
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
So, what? How do I...
I trust Max.
Do I have to leave? Is that what he's telling me? Alright, Lao, we're just going for a short break. Be back later. Ooh, what is this? Roomba? Oh, I didn't... Shoot. I wanted to actually look around a bit first. Oh, dang it, I missed stuff. Oh, but I can go back. Balcony. Oh, that must be my secure place. Well, let's finish looking at cell headquarters, because I didn't go everywhere. Bulletins, eh? What do we got? Notices cascade across the board. You dislike the way they need to move all of the time, and believe that it reflects the short attention span people have in this city. And it's the same thing as we had before. Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? Surgical lab, Santiago and Preston's office. I want to check all of these. And the waiting room. Oh, there's so many places to look. But I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back and next time we'll finish checking out HQ, and then we'll go over to that balcony and see what this mysterious message we've been sent is.